Watch the video, the whole thing. Like when you're at the 7-minute mark and you're seeing a cool team, don't leave. I love you, and enjoy.
He loves me.
Oh, yes!
Welcome back to another video on the channel, on the TomsyTube channel. Don't worry, I'm not going to make the same joke again.
Yes, I am.
So today we have a new video based on the start of FIFA 21. We're going to cover the pre-season bonuses, the pre-order bonuses, and then stuff that you would typically get at the start of FIFA anyway. Your loyalty packs, SBCs, all that sort of stuff. And obviously we're going to have some new bits and bobs coming in this FIFA based off of the cooperative objectives that we're going to be getting this season as well. So to do that, we're going to be going back to FIFA 20, have a little look through the menus on there, see what you get when you first load up the game, and see what you get when you first start the Ultimate Team experience, I guess, on FIFA 20, and then compare that to what we already know we're going to be getting from FIFA 21 as well. So I've gone through all the tutorial bits, so there won't be any of that, but just note that this season there's some nations that have really good starter cards, so like your non-rare cards, Portugal being one of those, because players like Renato Sanchez are non-rares this season, so it might be a good consideration to look at which nation you're picking as your favourite nation, because that will be who you get in your starter team. So this time around I'll just pick Germany because why not, and then you'll have the option to put in a lone player into like your defence or midfield or attack or wherever you want. You can sub in a position. So once you're in, you'll start just having the tutorials and things like that, but what you want to pay attention to really early on is what you're doing for your objectives. So these foundation objectives, nice one, EA. So yes, these foundation objectives, you want to make sure that you're trying to do these at every opportunity you can. Sometimes, as we get with EA games, sometimes it doesn't exactly work when you try and put them in. So I think there's one problem with the basic chemistry one this season. Some people weren't actually getting the reward when they were doing it. So just keep your eye on those. It's just purely a time management thing. It just makes things quicker as long as you're just keeping an eye on them. So just check to see what they are. They might have changed them since this FIFA. I doubt it, because they are just very basic. So they might have changed them. Just take a look at all the objectives you've got. Obviously you will then start earning season progress if you start doing some of the objectives, so you'll get some of these free packs and free coin boosters early on, and they're going to be pretty useful because those will add to your loyalty packs. Now your loyalty packs are normally, I say normally, that obviously EA can change this, but they're nearly always up to 4 sets, depending on how many FIFAs you've been involved with before, of all player packs, and that's just literally 1 rare card and 4 lots of bronze, silver and gold players. So chances are you won't get anything in those. That's why it's really important to go through and get these gold packs and things like that early on. The best way of doing that is through the objectives and through the SBCs, or if you did the pre-season stuff, then you'll have a collection of things already unlocked. So you should have up to 5 lots of 500 coin boosters, an anchor and an engine chem style, 2 sets of loans. I think it's an 84 and an 88 rated loan, and then an 86 or a 90 rated loan, an additional gold pack. I don't know if it'll be tradable or untradeable. I'm guessing it'll be untradeable, but still very useful for those SBCs, and we'll look at those in a second. And then you'll get an 80 plus player pack, one of each of a 80 plus rated defender, 80 plus rated midfielder, and an 80 plus rated attacker player pack. I don't believe they're player pick packs, and there's just literally 1 card that's just going to come out. You're probably going to end up getting an 80 rated card in those. At least there's something early on for you to be working with. Those kind of cards early on are still quite important and still quite useful. And then you might well get another welcome pack in there as well. I think it's FIFA, it's a premium loan pack, not really much of use, but they might change it up, they might surprise us, they might add something in that's actually useful this FIFA. I'm not going to hold my breath. If you did the pre-order in August or before August the 14th, for the Ultimate Edition, you'll also get a 1 to watch item. Last year that was quite useful. I got Wan-Bissaka in mine and he was actually quite useful. There actually are some decent looking 1 to watch cards, so hopefully there's actually going to be some good cards to use with that pack early on. There's a loan icon pack if you sign up to the EA's email system, where like they send you marketing and things like that. And then if you got the Champions Edition, you'll get 1 rare gold pack, and obviously if you've got the Ultimate Edition, you'll get 2 rare gold packs per week for the first 12 weeks. Make sure you redeem them within the week, because if you don't redeem them within the week, then you lose them. You'll also have a FUT Ambassador player pick pack. I don't really know what that is. I believe it's a loan as well, so I mean, I'm not really too hung up about that. And then you'll have any other packs that you decide to buy with the FIFA points from this FIFA, which you can move across, or any that you add. I personally don't really suggest doing that. I'd say just watch YouTubers and things like that to do that. I'll be opening up about 36,000 FIFA points worth on October the 1st. So yeah, welcome to come along to that. It's obviously at Tom's YouTube on Twitch, so yeah, just feel free to drop in on there. But yeah, so that's those packs. You've then got your squad builder challenges. So then there's the basic SBC, so let's get started. Lets you unlock all the rest of these. I think it unlocks all of them. I don't know if you have to do these in sequence, I can't really remember, but regardless, let's get started as first. Wherever you can, just make sure you're putting in your bronze cards, because you'll get loads of them from the starter team, so you might as well use them wherever you can. As you go through these advanced ones, these first three, so these hybrid ones, National Pride and the 4-leaf clover one, both came later down the line, but these hybrid ones are going to be there, or normally are there from the start, so I'd definitely suggest doing those. These are really good ones. The only thing I would say, don't do the SBC unless you can do it for less than the minimum discard value of the pack. So for example, in Hybrid Nations, there's one for a rare gold players pack, right? The minimum discard value of that pack is about 7.5k, because it's 12 lots of 650 per player. If you can do that SBC for less than 7,500 coins put in, then you're guaranteed to be making a profit. So that's why I suggest doing it only if you're guaranteed to make a profit early on, because those cards that you have, unless they're untradeable, those cards are going to be worth quite a lot if you're putting in gold cards in there. Obviously if it's bronzes then sure, but you would be spending that sort of money on bronzes anyway. Just make sure you're spending as little, and I mean really very little, early on, to try and get these SBCs done if you can. Yes, there is a chance of you getting something decent, but let's be fair, it's EA, you're probably not going to get anything decent in them. And another SBC to look out for is the players SBC. So by the time the game is released, we'll have had the September, potentially the player of the month, been announced, because it'll already be sort of early to mid-October when EA like to release that. Same as last year, we had Timo Pukki, who won the award for August, come in. It looks like it might be Calvert-Lewin or Son, but as it's going, I'd probably say Calvert-Lewin's the main contender in the run-in. That fits the type of card that EA will release early on. Obviously last year we got Pukki, who was an 86 rated card. This year it could very much be the same. We could well get an 86 rated Calvert-Lewin, which I wouldn't be against, and it's normally quite cheap, so EA will probably look to release a relatively cheap player. So yeah, so that's it guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw here, as I've said in the past few videos, if you like what you saw, this is a very new channel, I'd appreciate a share or a subscribe, either works. A like on the video is massively appreciated as well. If the more support I get on the channel, the better variety of content I can put out to you guys, the more pack openings, things like that I can do. So yeah, anything is appreciated. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. See ya.